Okay, we're on lesson 6, which is on subtracting expressions. So far we've done addition of the expressions and also the distributive property, and both of those things are going to kind of come into play here. All right, so the first thing we always want to make sure we do is we are always going to use parentheses. So we want to think of subtracting that subtraction sign as a -1 that's going to be distributed to every single term. So that's why we did distributing in the last lesson. So the first thing we always want to do is distribute the negative into that second set of parentheses. Okay, so you distribute the negative into the second set, and then we go through and combine like terms, just like we've been practicing. So we're just adding to our toolbox. So let's try this out for the first one. So example 1, I'm going to subtract 2x minus 3 and x minus 2. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to write in a 1 right next to this parenthesis. So -1 is sitting out in front of my parenthesis, which means I have to distribute, because technically I'm distributing, that's what's removing my parentheses. Remember, there's a 1 in front of this parenthesis, but that 1, when I distribute a +1, it's not going to change anything, so I don't really have to worry about it. So this 2x minus 3 is going to stay exactly the same, but then I have -1 times +1x, which is going to turn into -1x, and if we want to write the 1 there, we can. And then I've got -1 times -2, so I'm going to have +2. Once I do that, I can go right through and add up my coefficients, add up my like terms. So I'm going to circle and identify my like terms. So I'm going to circle the terms with an X, underline my constants, or box them. 2 plus -1 is 1x, or just x. -3 plus 2 is -1. And we could write that like this. We can write it as x plus -1. All of those are the same thing. Let's try another one. So find the difference, and I've got my 2 here. First thing I always need to do is, if there's parentheses, I have to use the distributive property to get rid of the parentheses. So remember, there's technically an invisible math of a 1 in front of my parentheses. This is a -1. I'm going to go ahead and distribute it into all the terms on the inside.
Where do I put this one?
You can put it right on my desk, okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
So I'm going to multiply everything by -1. And everything in the first parentheses, so this first expression here, is just going to be 3a minus 13. So let's rewrite 3a minus 13. Now I've got -1 times 2, so -2x. And -1 times +8, -8. From there, I can go through and combine my like terms. But I've got an a and an x. Those are not the same. So my only like terms here are my constants. So 3a minus 2x, because I'm going to take the term with the sign. So let me just put these in separate things just so we can see. So 3a minus 2x, and then -13 plus -8 is -21.
Hello.
Hi. I'm going to have you try the ones down below. So go ahead and try those, pause your video, try them out. When you're all set, check your work. So -1, distribute it. 2x plus 1. -1 times -1x here would be +1x, or just positive x. And -1 times -2, +2. Show and identify your like terms. 3x plus 3. Number 2. I've got -1. I have to remove my parentheses first. Let's distribute. 1/3 x minus 3 minus 6x plus 8. Combine and identify like terms. 1/3 plus -6, -2x, -3 plus 8, so it would be +5. All right, next page. So find the difference between 6a plus 3 and 2a minus 2. So this is a sentence. I'm going to rewrite it first into a math problem. So in parentheses, 6a plus 3. The difference means to subtract. So I'm just putting a little note there. Minus 2a minus 2. Always double check that you've copied things down correctly. Sometimes we move too fast and we might copy things down incorrectly. I'm going to put my 1 in front of my parenthesis, distribute -1. 6a plus 3. -1 times 2a, -2a. -1 times -2, +2. Identify your like terms.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, Cam.
Alright, I'm going to combine my like terms. So 6 plus -2a is going to give me 4a, and 3 plus 2, +5. Alright, let's try next two. So I'm going to have you go ahead and try this next one. So find the difference between 10c minus 4 and 2c plus 3. So try that on your own and then unpause the video when you're all set. Alright, so rewrite this first. So 10c minus 4 minus 2c plus 3. Write in your invisible 1 and distribute. -1. So 10c minus 4. -1 times +2. -2c. -1 times +3. -3. Identify your like terms and combine. So 10 minus 2. -4 plus -3 will be -7. All right, let's read the next one. Find the result when 13v plus 2 is subtracted from 11 plus 5v. So the key thing that we have to pay attention to here is the fact that it says subtracted from. That means we're going to change the order. So we're taking this 13v plus 2 away from 11 plus 5v. So we're going to write 11 plus 5v minus 13v plus 2. And write in your 1. Let's distribute the negative and rewrite without parentheses. 11 plus 5v, -1 times 13v, -13v, -1 times 2, -2. Identify your like terms. So 5 minus 13 is going to give us -8v, and 11 minus 2 is +9. All right, pause the video and try the next one on your own. Okay, this one says added to. So we're not subtracting here. This is just bringing us back.
Please pardon the interruption. This is Dr. Gray. Just a reminder, the Principals Advisory Committee will be meeting in the LMC. Again, the Principals Advisory Committee will be meeting in the LMC. Thank you.
All right, so this one's adding, so I'm going to rewrite this with addition. This is just a little reminder of what we did a couple days ago. Rewrite without the parentheses, because we technically distribute that +1, which isn't going to change anything in the parentheses, so we're just writing the same thing without them. Identify your like terms. -18 plus 4 is going to give us -14m, and -4 minus 14, -18. All right, that's all for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.